The Waco History Podcast is sponsored by Brotherwell Brewery on historic Bridge Street in Waco.
Welcome to the Waco History Podcast. We're going to air for you over the next few months a special series of Waco History Living Stories. These were segments that were originally aired on KWBU here in Waco. They were produced by the Institute for Oral History editor, Michelle Holland, and narrated by two fabulous narrators, Louis Maze and Kim Patterson. And so these highlight oral histories from the collection of the Institute for Oral History at Baylor University, which I direct, which has been around since 1970 and has over 1,000 interviews related to Waco and McLennan County history. And we're happy to highlight those here.
Cross the Brazos at Waco, ride hard and I'll make it by dawn.
In this Living Stories vignette, we're going to look at some family Easter customs and how folks encountered those in years past.
Then the night came alive with gunfire.
This is Living Stories, featuring voices from the collections of the Baylor University Institute for Oral History. I'm Kim Patterson. Over the years, Central Texans have celebrated a variety of Easter customs. Dr. Delta Hafford of De Leon managed the clothing program at the Methodist Children's Home in the 1950s and later served as school coordinator. She describes Easter at the Methodist Home in a 1977 interview.
Easter Sunday was always such an exciting time because this was a time when every little girl had a new dress and a new pair of shoes. And they were so proud to wear them on Easter Sunday. This was probably the only day of the year that everybody had a brand new dress on the very same day. Otherwise, the clothing was renewed, on a staggered basis over the year. But on Easter Sunday, every little girl had a brand new dress and a brand new pair of shoes. And that was an exciting time. And it was really a time of pride, I think, for the children. This was also coincided with Homecoming Day. Homecoming, Methodist Home, has historically been on Easter Sunday. It's a time when everyone goes to church and they like to look nice for the homecomers, you see, for all the guests that were on campus. So it was doubly important for all the children to have something new to wear on Easter Sunday.
Dr. Adolph Bassey of Fredericksburg explains an Easter tradition he took part in the 1930s and 40s.
Every Easter they built huge fires. The idea was that the Easter Bunny was cooking eggs up there. So that was a big thing. All the kids, all these little hills around here, everybody got a bunch together. First we built them out of wood and later on out of old tires. And then he had a pageant with it, and then they'd talk about these fires, and then they'd have the Indians and the whole works there. And the legend goes, it all got started because the Indians used to build fires on these hills, and the mothers would tell the kids, that's the Easter Bunny's up there, he's cooking eggs, but it's actually the Indian fires.
Carol Duran grew up in Waco in the Calle Dos neighborhood. She shares memories of Easter week from the 1940s and 50s.
You prepared yourselves. Since we went to a Catholic school, we went Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And we didn't go Thursday, Friday. Thursday, my aunt would start with the cooking. We had capirotada. Oh, I remember my daddy. The trips to Safeway on 8th and Washington, we always ate so good. My aunt, I'd be watching her and helping her and peel this. You're going to make the agua fresca. And mind you, all of this was done before going to church at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Church was a walking distance, not far from us. And of course, come back home, and we always enjoyed the food.
Clothing, bunnies, eggs, special recipes, church services. They share the thread that runs through all Easter traditions. Spring as a time of natural and spiritual renewal.
Thanks for listening to the Waco History Podcast. Like what you heard? Subscribe, rate, and review our show on iTunes so we can reach more listeners. You can find show notes and info on every episode at wacohistorypodcast.com. and more info on Waco's past at wacohistory.org. Our theme music, used with permission, is Cross the Brazos at Waco, performed by the late Billy Walker. For more info on Billy's music, go to billywalker.com. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
When I reach San Antone.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.